What's up guys, it's your girl Penny here, and today I decided that I am going to do a vlog answering the most frequently asked questions. I hear that I'm actually a very mysterious person. A lot of people tell me that. My sister actually said that I never answer questions. So I was like, all right, now is the perfect time for me to answer a couple questions about Penny Social. I've been doing this for some time and I feel like it seems like it's a little bit all over the place and I have all kinds of stuff going on within this channel. So I decided, now would be a good time to get to know me and to explain my channel a little bit further. I actually have a list of questions here that I'm going to be answering, and I'm going to do my best to dig into the answers because it is so true. I literally hate being asked a lot of questions. It just aggravates me. I don't know why, it just does. I kind of just like to do my own thing and let people just see it when it's done, because most of the time I'm on a mission that you're never going to understand. So it's just easier for me to keep things to myself. But I guess it doesn't hurt to allow my fans and my supporters to know a little bit more about me. You know what I'm saying? The first question is, what is your name on social media? My name on Instagram is pennyssocial. That's really the only platform that I have for my fans to connect with me outside of YouTube. Where are you from? I am from Pennsylvania. I am from a small town by the name of Uniontown. And yeah, that's where I grew up. That's where I was born and raised, and all those awesome and amazing things. I actually don't live there anymore. I just recently moved from there, but that is where I'm from. How old are you? I am 22 years old. What inspired you to start making YouTube videos? The story behind how I got on YouTube goes like this. I was living in LA, and it was while I was homeless, and I had just experienced one of the biggest heartbreaks ever, which I actually talk about in my Living in LA vlog. If you haven't checked that out, I'll put the link in the description and I'll put it up here. So I had just experienced that really big betrayal. I was homeless, and I remember I was on the metro on my way to this a hostel type thing that I was staying in, and I literally just got off the train. I heard that there was a park at this stop that the metro ran, and so I got to the stop and I just got off the train and I was walking and I couldn't find the park. So there was a parking lot for a grocery store over there, and the parking lot was pretty much empty. So I went over there and I propped my cell phone up on a pole and I just started telling my story, talking about how I was homeless in LA. That video is not up anymore because I feel like it came from a very emotional place and not really healed. And that was before I really understood how to tell my story without being overly emotional, so that people could learn from it instead of think that I was looking for sympathy. How did you start doing Underground Artist Exposed? So it was an accident, okay? It was a total accident. I did not ever sit down and plan to do Underground Artist Exposed, okay? So I was going to go buy some art. Someone had reached out to me and told me that they had some art in mind that they felt I would like. And so I wanted to show it on my YouTube channel. And so I vlogged myself going to go pick up this art, and I was like, you guys may not know of this artist, but I'm about to put you on. And right at that moment, Underground Artist Exposed came into mind, and that video actually is not up anymore either. It seems like I delete all the good videos. From there is where I began doing Underground Artist Exposed. I was like, oh my gosh, I think it would be so awesome to put on these amazingly talented people who are not getting their recognition, and also just like, I feel like people are afraid to put themselves on YouTube because it is like for the entire world to see you and to judge you. So it can definitely be a little bit nerve-wracking. So for me, it's like I get to expose the artist for their talent and at the same time show them themselves in a different light on a different platform and show them that like, hey, this is not as scary as it seems, it's not as impossible as it seems, and it is completely attainable for you just like it is for me. So that is where Underground Artist Exposed came from. What does your username mean? So pennyssocial, honestly, when I first came up with the name pennyssocial, I just put it out there. Like it wasn't something I really like thought about. Like I had so many other names, like I was gonna just do my name and then I was like, no, like that's kind of boring. And like I didn't want to end up being put into a box, right? And so I was like, pennyssocial. And that's literally all that I remember doing. So over time, as I started like doing vlogs and I started doing Underground Artist Exposed and I started like, you know, doing other things within my channel, like telling stories and stuff like that, I was like, okay, this is like the hub for people to come and basically watch me be me. So it's a way for me to socialize in a way with people and to show the different sides of myself and my life. I really don't know how else to explain it because it wasn't something that I really thought about or I sat down and I planned. It literally just kind of fell into my lap. And then I was like, okay, I like this name and it's stuck. So whatever you got from that. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers and why? The first person that is my absolute favorite YouTuber is Liza Koshy. And Liza Koshy is one of my favorite YouTubers because I feel like she showed me that it was okay to be myself. She was just so comfortable being like goofy and, you know, just like doing the craziest things in front of the camera and putting it out there for the world to see. And I was like, man, that's like so awesome. She is unapologetically her. And so Liza Koshy is my favorite YouTuber above all because she made me feel like it was okay to be myself. My next favorite is Peter McKinnon. And Peter McKinnon is my favorite YouTuber because anytime I'm in like a creative rut or when I'm just like not feeling like going on with this road that I've chosen with YouTube, he posts a video and I'll be like, hey, I haven't watched him in a minute. And then I'll watch it and he'll just like pull me back to life. And it's like, oh, dude, I totally needed that. So yeah, Liza Koshy and Peter McKinnon. What is the best thing about YouTube? The best thing about YouTube is that I feel like I get to reach so many people. That is like my favorite thing ever. And so many people literally admire and appreciate me like just for being myself. So that is seriously the best feeling in the world. And I feel like a lot of people don't get to ever experience that with the road that they've chosen. So yeah, definitely my favorite thing is that I get to reach so many people in hopefully a positive way. What is your least favorite thing about YouTube? My least favorite thing about YouTube is that I get to share my story with the world. That is my least favorite thing. Although it is like a nice thing and it's like, yeah, I get to reach so many people and help so many people. It's like you're putting yourself out there to be judged and to be criticized and to be dragged through the mud and all these other things. And so that gets really hard sometimes. Now, not that I've really had anyone like say anything mean or nasty to me, but like knowing that it's a possibility and to have to keep going even whenever those comments come up, like that is something really challenging to think about and to deal with, because it's like I don't want to entertain these people, and I know that they're just haters, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you just have that little thing in your head like, okay, well, what if it's true? And like you completely bypass all the amazing compliments you've gotten. Yeah, it's like, it's a thing, and that is definitely the hardest thing about being on YouTube. Do your friends and family support you making videos? Yes. Yes, they do. So, okay, here's the thing. When I first started doing YouTube, I sucked, all right? Just like everybody. Everybody sucks when they first start doing YouTube. And so I used to think that because people didn't want to sit around and watch my sucky videos, that they didn't support me, and that was not true. But recently, actually this year, I found out that a lot of my family really supports my YouTube channel. So that was a really great thing. They're always coming to me and letting me know like they're proud of me, they watch this video, that video, you know, stuff like that. So my family is definitely extremely supportive when it comes to my YouTube channel. Now, as far as friends go, I really only have one friend, and I used to have other friends, but they were not supportive, and they were not supportive in the way of like, I just couldn't even talk to them about my YouTube channel at all, like nothing about it, because they wouldn't like entertain it. And that was a little bit challenging because it's like, this is what's going on in my life, you know? So I didn't like that. But the friend that I have now, she is a lot older than I am. And so I feel like I'm just from a different generation, and she doesn't use YouTube in the way that I do. So I don't know if she watches my videos or not, but I would definitely call her supportive, because whenever I am feeling down and out and really funky, or like I don't want to keep doing what I'm doing, because I definitely have those moments, I can go to her and she will be like, keep going. Okay, keep going. You've come too far to give up now. Like, you know, like she just always really keeps me going and moving forward in the things that I do. So I would definitely call her supportive for that. And that's something that I had to learn over the years, is like support comes in different forms, different shapes, and different sizes. And you can't really hold people hostage to like certain things, you know, but there are unsupportive people. So you kind of just have to know the difference between the two. But overall, yes, I do have much support. And lastly, do you have any advice for people interested in beginning a YouTube channel? The advice that I have is this: just be yourself. That's really all that I can say. People who watch your channel watch it because they like you. Yes, you going jet skiing and all that stuff, like it's super amazing, but they like your personality. And so that is the number one thing. Like, yeah, you could get on here and you could, you know, make crazy t-shirts, or you could make, you know, I don't know, photography vlogs. You could do whatever you want, right? But if you're not being yourself, I feel like you'll never really experience success, because this is somewhere that you can be yourself and understand that you're not for everyone, but there are so many people who are in favor of you and what you're doing and your natural goofy self. Or if like you're really uptight for a living, or if you're kind of like monotone and like, you know, like people like you. So it doesn't matter what you are, who you are, where you come from, what you do. As long as you are yourself, you will find your way and you will find success on YouTube. Okay, that's it for me and the frequently asked questions. I hope that this gave you guys a little bit more insight on who I am as a person. Don't be afraid to check out some of my story times. Those also tell you a little bit more about me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.